This beach is so underrated. It is so nice. Nobody's here. It's on the other end of Da Nang. It's so peaceful. And I think this is the perfect spot to tell you exactly what kind of weekend we've had and what we've had to go through, endure as parents. And I think it's important that you, as our followers and subscribers, understand what we went through, the process, and what actually happened on Friday that led us to missing out on a charity event that we were supposed to be attending on Sunday. So let's get into the story time. So let's rewind. Friday, we picked up Aoife, no problem whatsoever. She went to kindergarten, she come home, perfectly fine. In fact, we filmed a TikTok and no issues whatsoever. We then, well, she was happy, right? She was...
Yeah, she was playing.
Yeah, she was playing, she was singing. Oh, here comes another aeroplane. So she was happy, she was a fun kid, she was playing around with mama and she was fine. She ate food, no problems whatsoever. And then all of a sudden, she was sick. And to be honest, we didn't really think much of it.
We assumed it was because of playing.
Yeah, we assumed it's because she ate like a yogurt, some biscuits. She was jumping around.
Chicken.
She ate a lot of different foods all at once.
Thought maybe it was too much, or maybe because I was playing and throwing her legs up.
Yeah, and we was picking her up a lot, so we thought maybe that, you know, something just didn't settle in her stomach, so she was sick. We kind of ignored it, gave her a little bit of a drink, and put her to bed. So we actually put her to bed, and she was perfectly fine. And then she woke up again and was sick. So that's 2 times now, and that's when it becomes a little bit of a concern for us, because, okay, first time these things happen, second time, what is actually happening? So we keep her up, and we notice that she's in a lot of pain. You can tell that she's in a lot of pain from trying to be sick, and she's extremely tired. We tried giving her something to drink. She drank.
She was asking.
Yeah, she was asking for some water. We gave it to her. 20 minutes later, sick again. She was asking for water, but she very much struggled to keep water down for more than 20 minutes. So of course, this is when it becomes quite worrying. Yeah, it was already quite late. It was around about 9 o'clock. So then I turned to the good old trusty ChatGPT, as everyone does. And ChatGPT's first warning was dehydration. Make sure that the baby stays hydrated, because dehydration in under 2s is really dangerous. So of course, we made sure that she was taking tiny sips of water. We was following ChatGPT's advice to give her teaspoons of water. No, she couldn't keep it down. Now we are reaching that stage of where she's trying to be sick and there's physically nothing in her stomach for her to be sick, so she's bringing up literal acid. Now this is when it starts to concern us, and this is when we decide that the best option for everyone is hospital. So around about 11 o'clock we decided that we was going to take Aoife to hospital, and we decided to put her on the back of the scooter and drive to hospital, because that would have been the fastest possible way, rather than waiting for a grab taxi or even calling an ambulance. So we did exactly that. And we got there within 6 minutes.
Yeah.
We got to the hospital within 6 minutes.
We're looking for the open gate.
Yeah. So let's talk hospital. Hospitals, let's talk. You have 2 types of hospitals here. You have the general hospital, which again is 24 hours. And then you also have international hospitals here, again, which are 24 hours. Now, in our position, if it was me that was sick, or if it was Catherine that was sick, maybe I would have gone to a general hospital, because we're able to deal with symptoms a lot better. We can wait, and we can deal with things a lot easier than what Aoife can, being so young. So because she was so young, we decided to do an international hospital called Vinmec, which is a big hospital here in Da Nang. They do have English speakers there. The English speakers that you see there, I would say that English is, you know, a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
It's good enough to understand, and it's good enough to make you, as a foreigner, feel comfortable. And that's what was important for us. Now, I just want to say that The services that we received were absolutely fantastic, and I could not have asked for any quicker, any better, or any cleaner in terms of services. Vinmec is a superb hospital, and we thank them for what they did. So let's talk about what happened when we arrived at the hospital. So when we arrived at the hospital, as you can imagine, I am a father with a sick daughter, so I am extremely nervous and extremely anxious, and I make that very clear to whoever it is that I'm speaking to. So here I am with a baby saying, we need an emergency, my baby's sick, please help, in a point of where you could see that I'm almost about to cry. But thankfully, there was a doctor waiting for us within literally a few seconds. Sat down with the doctor and told them exactly what has happened, what's been going on. They weighed her, they took her temperature, and they did like the basics foundation just to give her an all-round check over.
Yeah, the nurse joined us right away when the doctor was still a bit busy with the other patient dealing. So the doctor came after the nurse, but nurse already started doing things.
Everything, straight away.
Yeah.
Within 5 minutes of us walking through that door, Aoife was in that process of them trying to discover what happened. What services did we go for, and what was we advised to do from the hospital? Doctor advised us on several things. They said what we would like to do is we would like to run a blood test just to check to see what her vitals are. We would also like to run an ultrasound on her stomach just to make sure that her vomiting hasn't damaged any of her intestines, and they can also check for any inflammation or bacterial infections through the ultrasound. And they also wanted to keep her in hospital to give her some vitamins and the IV drip. Yeah, she was seriously dehydrated. So we agreed to all of that. Within 1 hour, Aoife had gone through tests, scans, and now she is being hooked up to this IV, which will now calm her down, give her body the nutrients that it needs, and it will naturally put her to sleep, which it did. And this was all within an hour of us arriving there. So in terms of services, absolutely spectacular. Let's talk price, because we don't have travel insurance, and has this experience that we went through made me regret not having travel insurance? Let's talk about it. Okay, I'm just gonna get it out there. The total cost that we paid for all of these services, including the 1 night stay, they charged us for the bed as well, the medical services, and antibiotics and some other medication for her to take when we leave to home. Now, all of that cost us 6.3 million Vietnamese dong, and I will put that somewhere here, what that is in US dollars. Now, when we arrived to the hospital, there happened to be another family that was going through a similar emergency with 2 children. Now, that family had medical insurance. We never had medical insurance.
They had 2 medical insurances.
They had 2 different medical insurances, and we had none. Now, our baby was seen first, processed first, diagnosed first, and was on support whilst the other family that used the medical insurance were trying to get through to their medical insurer to make a claim. And for me, that duration that they had to wait was not what any parent would want to do, because it was a very, very long wait that they had to go through. For us, without having medical insurance, yes, we had to pay a bit of money, but the process was absolutely flawless. For the family that had medical insurance, they had so many other hoops to jump through before they could receive the immediate medical care, because they were given a room and they were given things to make them comfortable, but in terms of the services that they should have received,
they didn't receive anything.
They didn't get it. Now, that's nothing to do with Vinmec in terms of the services that they offer. It's purely because as you are an insured family, you have to rely on your insurer to be able to respond in time for them to approve any kind of claims that you've made. And it was at a time where most insurance offices would have been closed. It was between 11:30 and
it was already 12 to 1.
Yeah, 12 to 1 a.m.
She was asleep by 12:30, 12:40. She was asleep.
Yeah.
Already hooked to the IV, already done the scan and the blood test and everything.
And this family had 2 medical insurances, and let's say that they were paying, well, if it covered the whole family, they would be paying a minimum of 50 to 75 US dollars per month for that medical insurance. And I don't think that they received a response quick enough for them to be able to really push the medical care that the children needed. Does that make me now want to use a medical insurer? No, it doesn't. I would have much preferred to have paid a couple of $100 US and had the services that I received, rather than have a medical insurance that I've been paying for, you know, however many months I've been here.
Well, considering you have a healthy baby and you're a healthy family.
Yeah.
Because some people, well, naturally they need more medical support, I think. Well, there are such kids.
You know, medical insurance, I guess it comes down to you as a person and as a family. For us, we didn't feel as though medical insurance was going to be a thing that we necessarily needed. And even if we did have it, would that have put Aoife in more of a crisis in terms of the wait period before she would have been approved by the insurer? We are extremely happy with the process. With the price, you know, the price wasn't, I was expecting to pay more, but
really?
Yeah, I was expecting it to be around about 10 million. So we are at this spot here. This is the Tan Key Beach. Yeah, Tan Key Beach. And then you got the Haivan Pass is over there. We did all of that. We've done all of that already. And then we've been over there, which is Langkor. Yeah, Catherine's dying to go swimming, but I feel like we have... Oh, there's someone about to go.
Yeah, I saw him.
There's someone about to go. Okay, let's not get distracted. Let's get back to the story. Let's get back to diagnosis. So the good old doctor, nurse, they come back to us and they run her blood tests. They said the only thing that they can see that is out of normal is her white blood cell count is extremely high, which shows that there is some kind of infection in the body. Great. Okay, now we know what we're dealing with. The ultrasound scan come back and said there's some kind of inflammation in her lower intestine, which it looks to be, or upper intestine, which looks to be a bacterial infection. Okay, great. Now we know. It turns out that Aoife had something called acute enteritis. I don't know what it is, but it's inflammation of the stomach and digestion tract, which is caused by some kind of bacterial infection, which can be caused from several different viruses. So there's not just one. The doctor said what we'll do now is we'll put her on a drip. So they put her on a drip and we had to stay in hospital. We stayed there overnight and she woke up and did this. I'll show you what she was doing just here with the yum 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 yum.
She was very hungry.
Yeah, she was very hungry.
She was super hungry. She asked for milk.
Yep.
She asked for water.
She ate porridge, she ate hospital porridge.
Yeah, they gave us food in the morning there.
If you are planning to come to Southeast Asia, no matter what that country is, the advice that I tell you is, firstly, just do some research about the local hospitals here. I think we're going to go to the Mian beach because Catherine is dying for a swim. Sontra Mountains, Lady Buddha over there. You've got just literally 2 clouds in the whole of the sky. It's a bit more cloudy down there. This beach is like the most popular beach, one of the most popular beaches in Southeast Asia. Just due to the sheer size of it, it's absolutely massive. I'm pretty sure it's one of the longest beaches in Southeast Asia. Massive and completely empty. There's Catherine there. Completely empty. I do know one thing, I am extremely thirsty. And we are in the Mian area and they do the best coconut coffee here, so maybe we'll go and get a coconut coffee. But I hate paying it's so expensive on this part of the river that I've got so used to the prices on where I live that I feel betrayed when I have to pay the tourist prices on this side of the river. But it is a good coffee, so maybe we'll go there. Maybe we'll go there. I'm trying out these new lenses. Look how green that tree looks. I have this new polarized lens. I'm still trying to figure out how to use these lenses and cameras and so on, but I can see the difference. Okay, we did decide to stop off at an old school. It's painful paying these prices, but at the end of the day, this is the best coconut coffee that I've ever had in Da Nang. So, but it's still painful paying this amount of money.
After living half year.
After living a half year in the local area, and then you pay this much.
You don't pay the tourist fee.
Yeah,
tourist tax.
we're paying the tourist tax. First coffee.
Baksiu. If you want Vietnamese latte. Same as latte, but cost less.
Yeah. Look at that for a coconut coffee. Now what you're meant to do is put this in there, but I just drink it as an espresso shot. We decided to pick Aoife up. Who do we have here? Who do we have here? Who's this? Who's this there? Who is this? Who is this? Oh, sorry.
That wasn't quite Vietnamese.
Yeah, the broom broom. You want to go on the broom broom?
Didi broom broom.
Yeah, let's go to the broom broom.
On the broom broom.
All right, Aoife's here. Broom broom, yeah? Yeah? Yeah, we are ready to go on the broom broom. Right, we ready to go on the broom broom? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, I'll catch you when
Mama,
we're at
yes.
home. Kids are hilarious. You take care of them, you look after them, and then they will just ignore you. Isn't that right? They just ignore. Can I take your hat off? Oh, beautiful hair. Beautiful hair. Do you want your hat back on? No? Okay, okay. See, this is what we're dealing with. This is what we have to deal with. So we are back from school. Did you have a good day? Was it a good day? Yeah? Good. Good. She had a good day. It was our first day back since Friday. Are you feeling better? Yeah? Meow. Meow. A cat. What does a cat do? Meow. Meow. What about a dog? What does a dog do?
Yeah.
Ooh, ooh. Okay. She does know some animals. What about a dinosaur? Oh my god, that was scary. That was very scary. Well, thank you for tuning in, everybody. Thank you for listening to our story, and we will see you again very soon. Aoife, come here and say bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. See you soon, everybody. Say bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.